Welcome to the 15 most relaxing minutes of your day. Today, we're going to be focusing on a few restorative postures that'll leave you feeling rejuvenated, and whether you're practicing in the morning and getting ready for your day or in the evening and getting ready for bed, you're going to feel so good by the end of these 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and get started. For today, you're going to use 2 yoga blocks, and we'll start in what's called a supported fish pose, which is a gentle, heart-opening posture. So the first block you'll take on its lowest setting, and this block will be placed right between the shoulder blades in your upper back area. So I'll just show you on my back here. And then the second block will go towards the back, which will be for your head. So this block you can choose and set it for yourself depending on how it feels, either on its medium setting, or you can turn it up onto its highest setting. This one is easy enough to move around once you're down though. So set your blocks, set your hips, and then first start by lowering your shoulder blades onto that first block. Shouldn't feel like it's too far under your back or too far close to your neck, just right underneath the bony shoulder blades, as if you were wearing a heart monitor, one of those bands. That's where we want that block to be. And then the second block can either be on its highest setting, which will give your head a little bit more of a lift, or onto its medium setting, which will give you a little bit more of that drawing back and open through your chest. I'm going to choose the highest setting today. The arms can be palms facing up, and the more you bring your arms out in line with your shoulders, the more you'll feel a broadening across your chest and an opening across the collarbones. So as we start to settle in here, you can choose to keep the feet flat on the floor. That'll be a little bit easier on the low back today. You can let the legs be extended, or if you really enjoy hip openers, you could bring the soles of the feet together and the knees wide apart. And you're welcome to choose any of those 3. You might even try all 3 of them to see which feels better, keeping in mind that we'll be holding this posture for a couple of minutes. So as you start to settle in, feeling your body now settling into stillness, begin to slowly close down your eyes, unclench your jaw, and deepen your breathing. Feel a sense of any stress from your morning or your day starting to melt away, as this is your big reset button for your entire day, as if you were restarting it right now. Letting go of your to-do lists and starting to calm your busy mind. And let's take 3 deep breaths together. So breathe in, fill your lungs all the way to the top. And then exhale with an audible sigh out. And again, breathe in. An audible sigh as you exhale. One last time. Nice slow breath in. And an audible sigh as you exhale. And then keep your breathing moving at that pace, a little bit slower than when you first unrolled your mat. And as we rest here for a little bit longer, just notice your mind. In a lot of Eastern philosophies, such as yoga, the mind is referred to as being like a monkey that swings from branch to branch, easily distracted, But this practice is the reminder that you are in the driver's seat. And the mind is just going to do what it does. Its nature is to wander and to be drawn away from the moment. And so consistently coming back to the breath as that vehicle of your awareness to create that sense of calm in your mind. And we're here for just a couple more breaths. See if you can sink in a little bit heavier, the hips to the mat, the shoulders and head heavy onto those blocks. One more deep breath. And slowly start to take your hands down by your hips. If your legs are extended, bend your knees until the feet are flat and start to tuck the chin into the chest. You're moving the block out from under your head. And just for a moment, interlace your hands behind the back of your head and let your head start to drop down towards the floor. So opening up through the chest a little bit. You can maybe widen the elbows a little bit here, opening up the front side of your shoulders. And then tuck the chin back into the chest. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale again, let the head drop back. Start to broaden the elbows away from your temples. One last time. Breathe in, draw the chin into the chest. And then breathe out, let the head drop back, opening up through the upper back. And then draw the chin back into your chest. Keep one of your hands supporting your head and take your opposite arm down and just pick yourself up off of that block. Move it out of the way and then come back onto your back without the blocks there. Once you're there, let your arms be out by your sides in a cactus or a big wide T shape and let your knees sway side to side. Just a little gentle windshield wiper to release the low back and the hips. And then bring your knees back to the center. And this posture will use the blocks, this time underneath the hips. So you might choose to just take one block, lift your hips up and slide it under your pelvis. I tend to like the two blocks side by side. So if you have wider hips, it gives you just a little bit of a steadier base to rest on. If you like more intensity in this posture, you can turn the blocks up to their medium setting. And again, we want the blocks right underneath the heaviest part of your pelvis. So not under the low back, not under the tailbone, somewhere right in the middle there. So choose your setting that feels good. Your arms can be wherever feels good. Again, palms can be on the belly, feeling your breath. If you'd like, you can cactus the arms, feeling a little bit heavier through the shoulders, or just have the arms down by your sides. Again, we'll be in this posture for a couple of minutes. So choosing whichever variation feels sustainable and relaxing to you. It doesn't have to be the most intense version of this pose. And then once you found your setting of the blocks, where your arms would like to be, take your feet an inch wider and an inch away from the blocks. Really settling the weight of your pelvis down into those props, letting your head relax. Try not to turn the head side to side in this posture, as there's a little extra weight on the neck. But keep your head neutral in the center. Gaze either up or eyes closed. And feel a sense of releasing all the muscles of your legs. Just feeling the soles of your feet heavy and relaxed on the ground. The muscles of the thighs, turning them off so that the full weight of your body can rest on the blocks and down into the floor. Again, we'll be here for a couple of minutes, so finding what feels sustainable and relaxing for you today. And you're never stuck. You might decide to switch things up. And the goal is to relax, not to be in the most intense posture and then waiting for it to be over. We want to be enjoying this practice together, leaving the mat feeling great, rejuvenated, and relaxed. And let the breath be the vehicle of your awareness. And the monkey mind might be trying to swing from your to-do list to a memory to what happened earlier today. Just letting the mind wander, but also returning it back each time you catch it. So rather than being kind of in the passenger seat, you become more the observer of the mind, settling back into that still seat of witness of your breath. Noticing the sounds around you, any smells in your environment. Out here in this beautiful morning, I hear the squirrels jumping from branch to branch, playing. I hear the birds chirping. And what do you hear around you? Take just a couple more breaths now. Really soaking up these last moments here. Just take one more breath. And then start to walk your feet back in a little bit. Slowly lift your hips up just enough to remove the blocks out. Let your hips drop back down. Again, cactus the arms. Take a little sway of the knees left, sway of the knees to the right. And then bring the feet flat and hug both your knees into your chest, giving yourself a gentle squeeze. And then pull your two knees over to the left, taking a twist, turn your chin to the right, releasing out the low back. Take 3 deep breaths here, feeling yourself rinse out with each exhale. And then remove the hand, bring your legs back to the center, and then turn them over to the right. Couple of breaths on this other side, twisting your spine gently, maybe turning the chin to the left, bringing that rotation of your spine from your tail all the way to your head. And then bring your legs back through to the middle. And then one last time, draw the knees into your chest. And this time, pull the knees wide. Reach between your knees for your ankles. And then separate your feet to happy baby. And take a couple breaths, just swaying side to side, releasing out the hips and the low back. And then draw the knees back in, roll over, curl into a ball on one side, and then slowly press yourself up into a seated position to end our practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this practice left you feeling rejuvenated. Let me know down below which posture was your favorite, and what would you like to see on your mat moving forward? Are these postures feeling great in your body? Is there more flow postures that you would like? And make sure you check out our previous videos. We have linked down below a practice that would feel so good after this one if you'd like to continue a practice on your mat. And make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an upload from me and a chance to feel better in your mind and in your body. Namaste, everybody.